Everybody loves Master Chief. Halo was the series that pushed many Xboxes into the homes of gamers, and is the pinnacle mascot to the Xbox's line of success. But there was a company that said, hey, let's make something alike to Halo, but hear me out. We put more blood and a chainsaw assault rifle.
Yes.
Henceforth, they created a game that was so extraordinary, the series is continued to this day. Welcome everybody, or should I say, welcome everybody, I'm Sitback Reviews, and this week's review is a Microsoft third-person shooter with blood and gore in Gears of War.
Hold it!
Are you a misfortunate rando that just happened to click this video? Well, if you enjoy watching, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. You can also hit the bell, but we all know you're just gonna refresh your recommendations. But please help me reach my biggest goal this year of 1K. Hefty goal. Now, that's enough time out of me, so back to the video. The first Gears of War was very successful, and Microsoft realized the potential it held and milked that cow for a solid 14 years. They even made a Funko Pop game. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. But one thing that really caught my eye was the company that started Gears of War.
Weird.
I totally forgot that Epic Games were the original father to this carnage of a series. It's funny to think that they went from this to this. We are evolving, but just backwards. Jokes aside, I had a good impression of Gears of War when I first played it years ago, but as I've grown old, I think it's time to check out Gears of War with a reviewer's eye. 14 years ago, on an event called Emergence Day occurred, where the Locusts suddenly invaded the surface and caused havoc and destruction, beginning the war between humans and Locusts. Jumping to the present, we see Marcus freed from his prison cell by Dom and is needed in combat again. They then join Lieutenant Kim's unit to meet Kaufman, who has a plan to end the war with a device called the Light Mass Bomb. But oopsie boopsie, they don't have the targeting data, so they must retrieve the resonator from Alpha Squad first. Carmine dies halfway there, just when I started to like him, but the Coal Train joins and needs help to save Alpha Squad trapped in a tomb. Everything is nice and dandy until the Locusts pull a full-on invasion on the Gears, introducing the antagonist General Ramsey, who bitch slaps Kim and skewers him intimately. So Marcus takes leadership of Delta Squad as they must venture through the ruins of Sarah to unleash the Light Mass Bomb. But their first try was a dud that only destroyed one layer and not the others. Luckily, Marcus's father had data on all the Locust tunnels. Second time is always the charm, as they fight through hordes of Locusts and Ram himself to finally destroy every Locust nest hidden underground. The Gears celebrate this victory, but Gears of War ends with an ominous cliffhanger that the war is not completely over, and we will have to see the continuation of Delta Squad in Gears of War 2. The story to Gears of War is alright, not well done, but not wrong either. Epic Games created a solid footing for the setting of this war-torn world, but I did have beef with one critical plot point. What is the purpose of General Ram? Like, I know the main threat are the Locust Horde, but having this badass general sit on the sideline till the end is kind of a bummer. I wish he got more screen time rather than playing the act of "I'm the true villain of Gears of War."
A few moments later.
I'm dead now. At least he makes for a cool Funko Pop. Gears of War is a game of cover. Where most shooter games allow for open area gunfights, Gears of War teaches the player about how a good defense is a great offense. You're going to spend every gunfight hiding behind some type of object and advancing forward slowly with every locust you pick off. It sounds boring, but it's actually not, because you can choose to shoot your gun blindly in hopes of a kill, or pop up and aim for better precision yet you're open for damage. And you know your health status by the Crimson Omen symbol that darkens. The guns also help cater to this form of gameplay, so if you want to play more offensively, the Gnasher is perfect, whereas the Longshot rifle is a good choice if you like like social distancing. But put your poker face on because reloading is a gamble. You have a chance to get a perfect reload if timed right, that then instantly reloads your gun while adding an extra benefit to it. But if you don't time it right, you then jam your gun and pull a Carmine.
It keeps jamming. See?
You can also melee enemies for up-close damage, yet our fan-favorite Lancer can saw a locust into 2 meat chunks, and a frag grenade can be attached to a locust, yet it never worked in my favor.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
The story mode to Gears plays out like a linear chapter book. You go from point A to B gunning down locusts, and finding hidden cog tags along the way. Epic Games tried to introduce something new as you progress, like playing hide and seek with a berserker, or staying out of the dark because it's death. I enjoyed these little add-ons because I was never bored or felt like I had to complete the story for the sake of the review. But there is one chapter in Gears that is notoriously famous for being very infuriating. It's during the chapter Burnt Rubber, where you control a junker while keeping Krill back with a UAV light. It's fun in concept, but flops in execution. Many people hate this chapter because it's insanely hard to do solo on higher difficulties. I did play on casual though, so other than being a nervous wreck, I managed to survive with a trinkle of health. Oh, also I tried doing verses, but you'll be surprised by the amount of people still playing Gears of War. Gears is a rad looking Xbox 360 game. Epic Games went for a gritty tone, showing the destruction this war has caused on Sarah, with each location having individual stylized qualities, while also being very bloody. Epic Games didn't shy away from blowing locusts into fun-sized chunks. Gears of War has like a procedural horror theme to it. They try to scare you with sounds and representation, yet they kind of fall flat when you can just fill them with lead. I have to hand it to the design team though for creating the creepy reptilian humanoid arrangement of the locusts. They come in all shapes and sizes with their lambent cousins. The humans on the other hand are a little meh. But the cutscenes are cool. I'm a sucker for plot, so I enjoyed the actiony over-the-top zoom-in camera angles. And I also enjoyed hearing the conversations Delta Squad had with each other, especially by how Marcus has this rugged personality that's pretty humorous at times. Oh, and also if you didn't know, he's voiced by John DiMaggio.
You know, it's funny.
What?
Your wiener!
One quality of Gears of War that took me by surprise though is the soundtrack. I don't really expect shooter games to have that great of a playlist, but Gears of War came packing with an orchestrated score. Every fight felt dramatic as the damn orchestra went off behind me, and every new location sounded haunting. Another aspect I liked was the credits showing the creators with their quotes. I was pissing my pants with some of these, like, Dave, are you okay, man? Also, Scott Bigward, do you need a coffee or something? And I think there's a reason why Sarah Amidon was last. Coming back to Gears of War, I can guarantee that this game is still amazing. It's fun for the whole family. I may have had my own grievances with it, but they are not enough to persuade me from hating Gears of War. There's a reason why Microsoft milked this series for so long. It's because Gears of War is a Gore-filled adventure that is ultimately a joy to play. Oh, did I mention they made a Funko Pop game? Thank you everybody for watching. If you're wondering why I didn't talk about the Gears of War Ultimate Edition, it's because that game is drastically different than the original Gears of War. So I feel like that's deserving of a different video rather than the original Gears of War video. And if you do, please tell me in the comments below so I can start working on it later down the road. Also, if you are new and enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to help support the channel for more gaming and reviews. Also, my social medias are down below, so if you want to go give those a follow, I won't stop you. They're there. But that's enough sawing locusts into weird, obtuse Kit Kat rips. Huh. That is a sight. So, like always, have a great day, and goodbye.